Their pregame rituals getting loose well before we're underway. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Thursday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that Pistons game, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jalen Duren is out there with Collins. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And, GA, we've got two teams coming into this game on dueling hot streaks.
It's hard not to be excited for this one. Both are looking at this game as an opportunity to make a statement.
Hands it from downtown.
And the basketball IQ of Jokic is off the charts. Terrific kick-out pass to the shooter there.
Robinson a screen on Murray. Here's Cunningham.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
The first one falls. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
And so he hits both.
Well, Cade is a former #1 pick, and the expectations were there, and it took a few years, and now he is a force to be reckoned with.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. It's tipped. It's stolen by Duren. Thompson right side. Over Johnson. The shot by Thompson, no good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Brown, the pass to Gordon. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Thompson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
And he can't get the first one. And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
Now here's Murray. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Duren against Jokic. And the turnover again by Denver.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thompson finds Cunningham. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. From the arc. And another miss by Denver. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. Thompson outside. Gordon with the defensive effort. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Gonna keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night. But, of course, each opponent represents different challenges. Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. To end the drought, and Jokic lays it up and in.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray against Cunningham. Robinson for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Nuggets making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Cade Cunningham, number 1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Kicks it out to Gordon. Johnson outside. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Murray. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
They get it again. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Brown against Robinson. Brown the bounce pass. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Here's Bagley. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Detroit leading by 3. Robinson with it. Picked up by Bagley. Here's Collins. And he converts the layup.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Brown the pass to Gordon. Bagley sets a screen for Gordon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor. And he remains a capable three-point shooter.
Here's Cunningham. Banked in off the glass.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Gordon to the left wing. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside, Bagley. Gordon outside. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Robinson kicks to Cunningham. Back to Robinson. It's stolen by Brown. Lets it go from 11. Johnson can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Bagley with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Over Collins. And it's Gordon missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Collins dishes to Cunningham. Now here is Robinson. No good on the triple. Murray against Cunningham. There's Gordon with the 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Down low. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Murray against Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Over Brown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Nuggets, Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon, and it's Brown in for Christian Brown. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Sacramento. And we'll go courtside to hear more about what's going on with Nikola Jokic. Hey, Allie, what are they telling you?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with Denver's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Here's Bagley, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Bagley finds Murray. Over Cunningham. Murray, no good.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Jokic has checked in for Peyton Watson. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Isaiah Joe comes in for Robinson. Detroit with the ball. 6-point game. Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin?
There's your good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They double him with Jokic. Deflects the pass. Pass to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 5. 1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Murray. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's the Nuggets ball. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Brown outside. Gordon a screen. Three-pointer. And no good that time. Detroit leading by 5. Now Joe. Nothing on the board. It's Reed high post. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zeke Najee's checked in for the Nuggets. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jenkins checked in. .26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gordon a screen. Rebounded by the Pistons. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
Joe with it. Still scoreless. We've got Tyus Jones. Aaron Gordon out there with Bagley. Then there's Brown. And it's Strother in at the small forward position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Reed, 4 on the shot clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Brown deciding where to go with it. Outside, Jones. Inside, here's Gordon. Reed with the steal. Here's Joe. Pass to Harris. He tries for 3. That one misses. Some solid defense from Brown. The Nuggets trail by 7. Back to Jones. And here's Gordon. Shoots over Holland. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now here is Harris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Reed the pass to Joe. Drills the three-pointer. Joe's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Jones. Prince with the defensive effort. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Holland's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Pass to Joe. Back to Harris. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Tim, as you evaluate the standings every morning in the NBA, how do you go about personally evaluating where teams are and where they could go?
Well, if you want to look at it in the micro, I like 5-game splits. The macro for me would be 10-game splits. But it really gives you a feel, Kevin, for how your guys are performing lately.
Is that how teams break seasons down into 5 or 10-game splits as they go through the 82?
It's typically, Kevin, what they like to do because I think it helps players compartmentalize what is in front of them, and it helps you focus much more clearly because it's a shorter sample size.
That's interesting. Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Duncan Robinson comes in for Harris. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Now, here is Reed. And Cunningham with the slam.
That's the kind of athlete Cunningham is. He gets up fast and throws it down.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Jones against Cunningham. The 11-footer. Pass to Brown. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bagley against Robinson. Lock at 6. Denver passing it around. For 3, Gordon, good on the triple. Gordon's got 8.
When Gordon's knocking down shots off the catch, it just opens up his entire game.
Jones against Cunningham. It's Prince on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Jones. Pass to Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Cunningham passes to Reed. Pass to Prince. Out to Thompson. Flies a 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Jones, the pass to Bagley. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Thompson. The stupendous finish in traffic. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
The Nuggets trail by 11. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Jones. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Gordon against Prince. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Detroit leading by 9. And here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Duren the pass to Cunningham. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Murray. Brown outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. It's stolen by Duren. And now the Pistons fast break. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
One shot.
That one misses for Murray. Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. There's the drive. And Cunningham with the slam.
Once Cunningham has a full head of steam, there is no stopping him.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Brown outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jones, no luck. The Pistons have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Prince up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham passes to Robinson. Off target from outside.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
A nice shot by Brown.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pistons leading by 9. Cunningham looking around. Thompson outside. Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duren focused and flushing it home.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Jokic with this screen on Thompson. Brown the pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. For the Nuggets, Holmes checked in, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Bruce Brown. And a switcher also for Detroit. Collins checked in for Taurean Prince. Pistons leading by 9. Cunningham outside. There's a screen by Collins. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Detroit, no good that time either.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Good. Cunningham's got 16.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Nuggets shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Cunningham against Jones. Takes the 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Thompson. To the wing right side. Duran the pass to Collins. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Collins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Jokic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Right wing, Holmes kicks to Jokic. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Cunningham against Jones. Thompson for the triple. Denver grabs the miss. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1:04 left now here in the second. Murray against Robinson. Now Duran. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento. And it's good for 2. Cunningham's got 18 points.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 13-point game. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. Johnson comes in for Jones. .32 seconds left in the second quarter. Robinson against Brown. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. For Murray. Cunningham's shot is off. Murray right side. Here's Jokic. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
And so it's Detroit holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And looking at the Nets matchup, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Detroit Pistons.
Some teams play fast and loose. These guys are aggressive, but also keep it tight.
Yeah, they've been efficient and effective, giving nothing away. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Robinson. Collins is out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And taken away by Johnson. Wide open look here for Murray. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Murray's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Denver. And for the Pistons, they're shooting in this game 45%. Pass to Duren. Cunningham on the wing. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Nuggets on D. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6 from past the arc.
Love the activity by Murray. Great to see him hustling on defense like that.
Jokic with it. Now defended by Cunningham. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Jokic. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Cunningham drives in. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got 6.
Yeah, passing is truly one of the strengths of Cunningham's game, even when he's already inside the paint.
Pass to Brown. Denver passing it around. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Cunningham kicks to Robinson. Jacks up a 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson the pass to Murray. Back to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Robinson passes to Duren. Back to Robinson. Duren with a screen on Brown. Pass to Duren. Just 4 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
Take a look at Gordon. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Outside Gordon. Murray, the pass to Johnson. Here's Jokic. From the baseline. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. And Duran slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Cunningham against Murray. Johnson wide open. He fires. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A pass to Gordon. Stolen by Collins. Cunningham with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Pass to Thompson. Looking to get back on track here. And it's sent back by Jokic.
The imposing presence of the Joker inside turns away the finish right at the rim.
Misses from close range.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here's Brown. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. He can't get it to go. The Pistons leading. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Murray with it. He's got 8. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Robinson passes to Collins. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Nuggets, number 1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And a switcher also for Detroit. Joe's checked in. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Murray kicks to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Back to Murray. Over Thompson. The Nuggets with another miss. Detroit leading by 8. Offside Collins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Robinson. 6 points for him. Pass to Collins. At the top of the key, Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. Here's Joe. That one falls. Joe's got 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Jokic a screen. The 11-footer. Robinson pulls it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Joe, defended by Gordon. From 18 feet away, and it's Denver with the rebound. Brown outside. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Collins.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Duran with a screen on Murray. Here's Joe. He's covered by Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Now Joe. He has 5. Robinson passes to Thompson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, he'd love to catch fire right now, but at this point, he's actually hurting them.
Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
The Pistons have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Pass to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. Shoots over Brown. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Robinson's got 8 points. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Jones checked in for Murray. Detroit also making some changes. Paul Reed's checked in for Duran. Taurean Prince comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's Howland in for Duncan Robinson. Gordon against Collins. Brown with a screen on Collins. Gordon for three. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Joe. He's covered by Brown. Here's Reed. And it's off from three-point range. And a four-sport athlete, Tim, back in high school, Bruce Brown played basketball, baseball, football, and soccer.
Yeah, Kevin, that's easy to believe when you watch him play. He brings a versatility and a toughness that is much bigger than his 6'4" frame.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Johnson. 1:32 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. And another miss by Denver. Pistons leading by 6. Prince kicks to Holland. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. No one covering. Jokic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Pass to Holland. And here is Prince, covered by Johnson. And Prince is good for 3. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Johnson with the block. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jones, no luck. Here's Holland. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Detroit in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Brown out there with Murray. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Watson in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Joe. Prince wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Murray, the pass to Brown. Outside, Bagley. Inside, here's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Joe passes to Cunningham. Reed a screen on Murray. Back to Joe. Takes the 3. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. For 3, Murray, and he's good on the 3 ball. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Cunningham passes to Reed. to Cunningham. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Cunningham's got 22.
Yeah, I love the physicality that Cunningham showed right there.
Murray, the pass to Watson. Outside, Bagley. Now here's Murray. Brown, wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cunningham against Murray. Cunningham passes to Joe. Shoots over Brown. It's hauled in by Watson.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Out to the right wing. Here's Brown. Rebound, Detroit. Prince has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cunningham against Murray. Cunningham outside. Reed. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Over in the corner, Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. Pistons leading by 4. Pass to Holland. It's stolen by Brown. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Bagley. Great defense that time from Duren. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shots good by Duren.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
And finished off by Bagley.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Cunningham passes to Joe. Shoots from the baseline. Cunningham gets the bucket. And that's now 24 points for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's Holland. From beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
The Pistons have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Prince in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 4. Denver's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Murray, the pass to Bagley. Kicks it out to Johnson. Rebound, Detroit. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Joe. This one for 3. And the Pistons another 3.
Well, the passing ability of Cunningham is top shelf, and sometimes even an overlooked part of his game.
Down low, stolen away. To the inside. Prince can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 7. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's the 3. Duren pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Cunningham kicks to Holland. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Aaron Gordon comes in for Christian Brown. And Jones subbed in for Bruce Brown. And then for Detroit, John Collins, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Isaiah Joe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
First free throw is good.
Well, Aaron Gordon affects every aspect of the game. Plus, he infuses athleticism and versatility into your lineup. Such a valuable piece of this team.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Robinson against Murray. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Collins. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
It's stolen by Duren. Thompson for the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. The Nuggets trail by 12. It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Duren against Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Misses the 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Robinson's got the lead up to now for Detroit. And it's Jones with the ball for Denver. Johnson outside. Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Johnson outside. Down low. Jokic. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Pistons leading by 12. Now, here's Cunningham. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Asar Thompson. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-'90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Here's Cunningham. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 12. The Nuggets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
From 10 feet away, rebounded by Brown.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Duren pulls it down. Pistons leading by 12. Cunningham with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Stops and pops. No good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Cunningham with it. Collins a screen on Murray. Collins outside. It's good.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Oh, what a play inside.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Detroit with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Cunningham against Murray. Thompson outside. Driving in.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. He drills the three.
Now he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Does not go in.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Now Cunningham. Here's Thompson. Robinson. The three doesn't go.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Robinson against Jokic. Outside Cunningham. Now Duran. And stolen by Murray. Cam Johnson. 12-footer. Gets it. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Cunningham. Launches it. And there's the three.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Jokic. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.